So why would you buy a new home versus a home that has already been previously lived in? Stay tuned, that is exactly what we're going to talk about in this video. Hi, I'm Dee Walton, powered by Monument Realty, and I sell both new homes and resale homes here in the Dallas area. Do me a huge favor, like, share, comment, and most importantly, subscribe so you'll get more content like this in the future. I often get asked by my clients, Dee, should I buy a new home or resale home? And honestly, it's a matter of preference. Both of them have their pros and cons, and that's what we're going to go over in this video today. So first, let's talk about new construction, and let's talk about the pros of new construction. The first pro of new construction is going to be customization. One of the biggest pros that come with buying a new construction home is that you get an opportunity to decide on some of the finishes in that home, including the fixtures, the flooring, cabinets, etc. Doing this allows you to tailor the home to your preference so you can actually choose exactly what you want. Also, if you're doing a semi-custom home, some builders will even let you make changes to the layouts and the floor plan of the home. But a disclaimer, if you are buying a quick move-in or an inventory home for a builder, typically the finishes for those homes have already been chosen and you may not get an opportunity to make many changes. Another pro of buying a new construction home is going to be their energy efficiency. New construction homes are typically built with the latest in construction materials and building practices, which give the homeowners the benefit of having reduced utility bills. A lot of builders will actually allow their new construction homes to be evaluated by a third party that will give them an energy efficiency rating. This will give you the confidence to let you know that the home is built with the proper industry standards and requirements for that energy rating. Another pro of buying a new construction home is going to be the more modern amenities that you're seeing in home nowadays on shows like HGTV. We're seeing homes be built with open floor plans, larger closets, as well as smart home systems. A lot of older homes are built with like kind of a maze type structure, but newer homes are actually built with more of an open floor plan that allows for easy entertainment. They also typically boast oversized islands as well as optimal placing for bedrooms and bathrooms. So when you're buying anything new, you will more than likely get a warranty, just like buying a car, for example, and new construction homes are no different. They will actually come with home warranties provided to you by the builder. This means that the builder will actually cover the cost of any issues that you may have during that warranty time frame. Things like a leaky roof or even a broken water heater. Most builders will have a standard warranty for the cosmetic issues, appliances, and structural issues. Finally, new homes come with less maintenance. They tend to require fewer immediate repairs or upgrades, and you will spend less time and money on issues, especially in the initial years. I would be remiss though if I didn't also mention that new construction homes are not perfect, so they do come with their own set of issues. Keep that in mind if you are buying a new construction home that is still a home that is built by humans, and every now and then you will run into some issues. The good thing is that the builders typically take care of them right away, and especially before closing. So now we've talked about all the great things of why buying a new construction may be a good idea, but let's talk a little bit about some of the cons of buying new construction. The first one is going to be the cost. Just like a new car, usually a new home is going to be more expensive than an old home. New construction homes are typically more expensive depending on the area, so knowing your budget is extremely imperative when shopping for a new home. Another con of purchasing a new home is going to be the wait time. When you buy a resale, you can typically move anytime between 30 and 45 days, but for new construction, that can actually vary. It can take anywhere between 6 months up to 24 months for your home to be complete, especially if you are making customizations to that home. Also, the builder can experience delays caused by things like supply chain issues or even weather that can delay the closing and the completion of your home. If you're in a position where you need to make a move fairly quickly, buying a new construction home where you're making customizations may not be a good fit for you. In those cases, you actually want to lean towards new homes that are in the builder's current inventory. Another con of buying a new construction home is that you're going to be buying a home that is typically in a neighborhood that is up and coming and still developing. So if you're buying, especially in the first couple of phases, you may experience a lot of construction noise. At this stage, it's also kind of hard to tell what kind of vibe the neighborhood is going to be, as well as its final appearance. So the fourth con of buying a new construction home is going to be that typically the builders will have less room for negotiation compared to individual homeowners. The builders are usually trying to maintain a value for the homes as they build out the neighborhood, so this gives less room for negotiation. But in order to offset the limited negotiation, you will see builders offering incentives as well as money towards buyers' closing costs, especially for those homes that are in their inventory. So if you're going to be building with a builder, it's definitely still important to partner with the realtor so you can have someone negotiating and advocating on your behalf. So the final con of buying a new construction is simply that you're buying a new home in a brand new neighborhood, and it's going to be new, so you're not going to know what the neighborhood is going to be like. You're not going to really have a good sense of its character as well as its final amenities, and depending on the area, you may not have a really good idea of what the local schools and the local neighborhood shopping and other things that you kind of do in your livelihood may be like. So we've talked about the pros and cons of new construction. Let's move on to the pros and cons of purchasing a resale home or a home that has been previously lived in. So the first pro of a resale home is going to be cost. Typically, you can get a resale home at a lower cost than a new construction, typically. And I've actually seen this not be true in some cases, but for the most part, you can buy a resale home at a lower cost than a new one. Another pro of purchasing a resale home is that you're going to be buying a home in an established neighborhood, whether it's older or newer, and you're going to have a better sense of what the community is like. You'll also have a better understanding of its proximity to schools, as well as other things that surround the neighborhood. Another pro of buying a resale home is that you're typically going to have the option to move in fairly quickly. This can vary depending on the buyer and seller's needs, but on average, you will see the ability to move in to a resale home within 30 days. Another pro of buying a resale home is that unlike builders who are trying to establish value in a neighborhood for their new homes, sellers actually have a little bit more room to negotiate with buyers. They tend to be a little bit more flexible, and it could lead to you actually coming across a better deal. So those are the pros of purchasing a resale home. Let's move on to the cons. And the first con of buying a resale home is going to be the limited customization. So typically, if you're buying a resale home, the layout and the format of that home is already established, and you would probably have to do some major reconstruction in order to change it. So this can be a con because you may have to compromise on a feature or something that you really like or desire in a home. So depending on the age of the home, another con is going to be, of course, the home's aging features. Older homes are going to have aging appliances and systems. So things like the roof as well as the HVAC unit are going to be extremely important to evaluate when purchasing a resale home. And that leads me to the next con, which is going to be maintenance. Resale homes might require a little bit more maintenance, especially in its early years, as well as older homes that have had some type of deferred maintenance by the previous owner. So when buying a resale home, you're going to want to make sure that you budget for repairs and updates just to ensure that the home remains in good condition. So my final con of buying a resale home is, of course, going to be that someone else lived in it. So depending on the previous person and how they maintain the home, that can actually determine what kind of condition you will receive that home in. So you want to be prepared to plan for unexpected issues or repairs based on that home's history. So there you have it, the pros and cons of buying new construction and resale. And in order to determine which one is best for you, it could easily be done by really just sitting down and asking a few questions of your preferences, your budget, and the things that you really desire in your next home. Are you looking to do customization? Is the school district important to you? Or are you looking to purchase a home in an established neighborhood? All these types of questions can really kind of lead you down the path of which direction you should go. If you're looking for some help or guidance on whether or not new construction is right for you, just click on the link below to schedule a call for us to chat. I will be happy to help. Thank you guys so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.